Acting Deputy President, on a more solemn note, I'd like it to take a moment to recognise and respect the contribution made by all Defence personnel, be it those in current service or those veterans who have served us. We sleep safely at night because of the sacrifices of those men and women, and we owe our all to those men and women. And today I'd like, in particular, to pay tribute to the Australian soldiers who have served and those continue serving in Rifle Company Butterworth in Malaysia, who recently marked the 50th anniversary of its establishment. In particular, I'd like to acknowledge the efforts of the veterans involved in the second Malaysian emergency against communist insurgents between 1970 and 1989, and the protection of RAF aircraft, families and facilities at the airbase at Butterworth. From 1973, Army troops in infantry company groups were deployed from Australia to Butterworth and had orders from the RAF commander of the airbase to provide a quick reaction force that could be activated at short notice to repel attacks by communist insurgents. The Army troops received intelligence briefings on the nature of the insurgency threat to the airbase. They carried weapons and live ammunition and had orders to use lethal force should it be necessary, and regularly practice in responding to potential threats. It is undeniable that our Army troops were integral with the Malaysian forces in protecting the airbase at Butterworth from the threat of attack by communist insurgents. Now, despite acknowledging the threats posed by the communist insurgency and the need to deploy Army troops to carry out protective tasks to assure the safety and security of the airbase, the Defence Committee of 1973 made recommendations to the government that the decision to deploy Army troops be presented publicly as being for training purposes and underplaying their real role. Many Rifle Company Butterworth veterans have since campaigned to no avail to have their service recognised as warlike service, given the strategic importance of their role and the threat of conflict in the region. I'd like to acknowledge and thank the extensive efforts by Rifle Company Butterworth veterans since their involvement to have their service recognised as warlike service in light of the critical role they played in the defence of Butterworth. And following the reconsideration of the awarding of the VC of Teddy Sheehan, which is well deserved and a decision that I support and everyone in this chamber supports, I would ask the government to consider the Butterworth veterans' endeavour to claim appropriate recognition for their service. Thank you.